Om Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditmastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om Namaskar. I hope you all got a chance to watch the talk that we had yesterday. And you all are all ready for the follow-up. Yesterday we saw that even though Atma, the self, the truth, the supreme, is beyond the mind, yet manasa eva anudrashtavya. Without the mind, you cannot know the truth. Because ignorance is in the mind, and therefore knowledge has to happen in the mind. So manasa eva anudrashtavya. Then the role of the mind we have seen extremely important. Then says ekadha eva anupashyati. This truth is seen the same everywhere. Meaning knowledge is true to what the thing is and not as we want to know it. If it's a stone, I can say this is a Shivalinga. Then I can say, no, this is Vishnu. I can give it my own interpretation. So if you remember, I had asked you also, can you have different concepts of God? Yes, you can have different concepts of God, but God is not a concept, and therefore a concept can be disputed. Someone can say, this is my concept. Someone can say, this is my concept. But concept can be disputed because it's your own projection also. But God as God is, truth as truth is, Atma as Atma is undisputed. It has to be realized ekatha eva, in the same way. Now this is understood. Once this is understood, so okay, we have to realize it. We have to realize it with the mind. The mind has to be of a very special quality, etc. Then we went into this topic, which we had seen in the introduction also, of the Antaranga Bahiranga sadhanas. So we started with the Bahiranga sadhana, has been explained elaborately in the first 3 days. We were talking about the Antaranga sadhana. The Antaranga sadhana of Vedanta is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. These words are very, very familiar. However, their understanding is not that crystal clear. Normally, we understand Shravana means what? We say listen. So first of all, who has to listen? Not just listen. Okay, fine. I listen to Vedanta. I've been listening to Vedanta. Some of us have been listening to Vedanta for years and years. So someone may say, is my listening useless? Till now I have heard so many times. Has my listening been in vain? Did I not listen properly? Or what was the problem? So, first of all, the mind that listens is extremely important. And from whom you listen is important. With what attitude you listen is important. So it is said that you have to listen from a Shrotriya Brahmanishtha. Shrotriya, one well-versed in the scriptures. Brahmanishtha is one who is established in the truth. So now, naturally, this is the ideal. Now, supposing if both these qualities are not there, Shrotriya and Brahmanishtha, if we are fortunate enough to get a guru like that, oh, wow, nothing like it. But supposing we are not, and if you have only Shrotriya or Brahmanishtha, which is preferred? So naturally, some of you will say Brahmanishtha, some of you will say Shrotriya. How many of you say Shrotriya? Just put up your hands. I want you all to respond, okay? Everyone has to respond. How many of you say Brahmanishtha? Put up your hands. Both is, of course, ideal. But it is said here that A Shrotriya in a way is better. Why? Because they have learned the methodology of teaching and learning the scriptures. So a Brahmanishta, I remember once, I used to listen to talks of J. Krishnamurti. And he used to, big, huge audience. I was in college. And he used to say, see the truth, see. He will pause. And everyone will just look blankly at each other. And he will continue. There used to be a Ghatwala Baba, I think like that his name was, And he says, yes, it is so crystal clear, like Ganga flowing. How you don't see, I don't understand. Yes, for him it was very crystal clear. And for us it is not. So similarly, so if a Brahmanishta is very good, it's possible through the very grace of the Brahmanishta, one glance of the Brahmanishta, all that is possible. Yes, true enough. If I have that devotion, if I have that love, if I have that absolute surrender to a Brahmanishta, it is possible. However, Shrotriya, they will teach you the method. They will teach you the way of thinking. They will lead you into this knowledge. So that is why it said Shrotriya. Of course, Shrotriya Brahmanishta is the best. Now, having got a great guru doesn't mean anything much. Gurudev used to always say, if it was just a matter of being close to a guru, the mic in front of me would have maximum knowledge. He used to joke and say, it has heard everything that I have been talking for years. So that does not make anything. Our attitude and our faith. Now, interesting, we have to understand the role of faith. Faith is a very flimsy thing, actually. I think I'm told that, even Jesus said something, oh, men of little faith. It is true, all of us in this present day and age, and I would include myself for years and years and years, belonging to exactly the same category. Our present day education has made us faithless. We just seem to have lost this inherent thing called faith, which someone like my parents' generation had it so easily and naturally. I remember times when I used to argue with my mother and I used to tell her, give me logic. And she says, look, I don't have any logic. Okay. All that you all know. I don't have logic, but I know I'm right. So I would say, how do you say you're right? You have to prove it. You prove it. And she would say, look, all that I can't do. You all are the brainy people. I don't know any of it, but I know I'm right. And years later, after so much of thinking and all that, I realized what my mother was feeling was absolutely right. With all my argument, she had what I call simple faith. And it served her very well all her life. Many times where we used to think of logic and not get an answer she would be so clear and so strong just because of her sheer faith. Now, first of all, we have to understand what is faith. Faith is till we realize the truth. Please remember that. Faith has a role before knowledge and before action. Okay. Many times we don't understand this. We say, only when I know I will have faith. Have you heard this sort of a statement? Only when I know, Are Mama, if you know, you will not need faith. The role of faith is over at the point of time. It is not that I have to first know, then I will have faith. I have to have faith, then I will know. First faith, then doing. That's why it said very nicely about faith. Kruti hetutvat, jnana hetutvat. This both. It prompts all action. For example, if I do not have faith that the ceiling on my head is not going to fall when I give this talk or you're listening, will you sit in this room wherever you are sitting? Supposing you think the ceiling is going to fall, what will happen? You will all run out of the room. Vedanta, no Vedanta, we don't want, right? Is it? So you have faith. You have faith that when you go to sleep, you will wake up in the morning. Supposing you think that you don't know whether you'll wake up or not. Will you go to sleep? Each time you get into a car with a driver, you know the driver will drive you safely to your destination. You have faith in that driver. You have faith in the person who's riding your plane, your pilot, etc. Without faith, no action is possible. Okay? So, Kruti Hetutva. Also, Jnana Hetu. Only when you have faith. So, Shraddhavan Labhate Jnana. That statement, let it go into our heads a little bit. Can let it sink and put it down somewhere. I don't know how well you will put it. Just put that somewhere. Shraddhavan Labhate Jnanam. Now, what do you need faith in? Something I know I don't need faith in. I don't need faith to know that I have a nose on my face. I know it. I don't need faith for that. So, I need faith in something I have not yet realized. So that is why Gurudev used to have a beautiful statement for it. Belief pending inquiry. What? Belief pending inquiry. I love, Rabindranath Tagore is a poet. So I love his definition of faith. It's beautiful. He says, faith is the bird that sings when the dawn is still, light. There's just a faint glow of red in the sky, and the bird starts singing. Why? Because it knows sunrise is coming. It has not seen the sun yet, but the fact that there is a glow in the sky, it says, oh, it's going to be a sunrise, and it starts its singing. So it does not say, first I have to see the sun, then only I will start my singing. No. So similarly, when I have that type of a faith, I walk the path more fearlessly. Now, what is this faith? In what do you need faith? You need faith in the means of knowledge. Please write this down, note it down. You need to have faith in the means of knowledge. Okay, this is important. What do you need to have faith in? Supposing I am seeing. For seeing, eyes are the means. Therefore, I must have faith that what I see with my eyes is right. That is called faith. You need in the means. Praman mein shraddha honi chahiye. Isme shraddha honi chahiye. Praman mein shraddha honi chahiye. So, now for Vedanta, we have seen that the pramana is Vedanta knowledge given by the Guru. Everything important. So first, there is faith in God, faith in scriptures, faith in oneself, faith in the existence of the Guru, of course, and the faith in the sadhanas that you do. All these faiths are required. That's why faith, Vata Vriksha is the represents faith. So sitting under the tree of faith, the Shishya and the Guru give knowledge. Vatavitapi samipe bhumi bhage nishannam sakala muni jananam jnana dataram marat. Tribhuvana guru misham dakshinamurti devam jananam marana dukkha cheda daksham namami. We say like that. So Vata Vriksha represents the faith. Fivefold faith, God, Guru, scriptures, oneself, and one's sadhana. Now, from all this faith, the most important for this realization is faith in the Guru. Even if you don't have faith in God, Guru can help you to establish faith in God. Okay, will you remember that? If you don't have faith in the scriptures, the Guru will give you the knowledge of the scriptures. If you don't have faith in yourself, the Guru will prompt you and say, no, you can do it, don't worry, you're capable of doing it, can encourage you, can cajole you. But if you lose faith in the Guru, then what's going to happen to you? Where is the question of this knowledge happen? Okay. So therefore, what do we need? We need faith in the knowledge as given by the Guru. Will you remember this? This is the means, okay? You need to have. See, faith doesn't mean just whatever he says you have to accept. No. Faith means listening with an open mind. Faith means in the ability and the nobility of the Guru. Faith means to be able to say, yes, I have understood this. So at least faith is required at the time of Shravan. Remember this. When you need faith? At the time of Shravan. And of course, you need faith in if whatever sadhana he or she gives, you have to have faith in that, okay, when I do this sadhana, it's going to help me to reach my goal. Supposing all of you all are doing sadhana right now, and if you all didn't have faith or you lost faith in me, and as I said, this was an absolute possibility right from the beginning. Faith is such a flimsy thing. Two people say something, immediately faith goes. Our faith is so flimsy many times. Someone said this one said this one said this one. Immediately our faith becomes very what? We start saying, I don't know, maybe, who knows. So our faith is like that. It's a very flimsy thing. So be very careful about your faith. When they say we have to do sadhana, see, it's not the japa and all that we do that is the thing. What has to happen through all of that? Remember, our sadhan chatushtaya has to get strengthened. That is the important thing through the japa. Because otherwise, many times we think, okay, I'm doing japa, but my faith is becoming lesser and lesser. I am doing japa, but my vivek is becoming lesser and lesser. I am doing japa, but my vairagya is good. So if I'm doing all of that, and then the actual result that should be happening is not happening, then all this doesn't have much what? Meaning and sense. Are you all with me? Yeah? You can nod your head if you are understanding what I'm saying. The number of hours of that I do puja has increased, but my faith in everything else has started getting less and lesser. Then that is not that great. Now, when we have understood this, so we need to have faith in the means, the guru, the knowledge, especially at the time of Shravana. Now, the time of Shravana and the Shravanam is extremely important. Extremely important. I cannot tell you the important, how great and how important. See, you all know that when you are in the presence of the teacher and the teacher is teaching us, our mind is occupied the maximum. Is it a fact or not? Right now also you are offline. Some of you still getting distracted here, there you can see. You're not that, what do you call it? Then you'll sit in the front and you'll sit with that complete, total attention. At that time, our viveka, vairagya, shamadamadi, shatsampatti, mumukshutvam, etc. are at our maximum. Remember that. What? Our sadhan chatushtaya, the fourfold qualities that are required in the direct. A, because of the presence of the teacher. Your own mind absolutely tuning up. That all that Shanti mantra and all of that we do. Our mind tuning up. The knowledge, the teacher himself is in that mood. We are in that mood. At that time, our sadhan chatushtaya is at its maximum. This is my own experience. When that is there, and the mind of the teacher and the student are coming together, tuning and fine-tuning, the knowledge is given. What happens? They say that even in the best of students, if the person is the sadhan completely krutopasti, as the word I have used this before, I have told you the meaning also, who has done all his upasana, his mind is completely ready, he will get the knowledge there. The glory of Brahmajnanam is Shravanam Matrena Jnanam Bhavati. Just by listening, realization, moksha can happen. This is the principle, this is the siddhanta of Vedanta. It is terrific. Just listening. But who listens? What is the mind of the person who's listening, etc. All that factors are there. Remember, that is the problem. The problem is not the knowledge. The problem is not this. It is like that. The person is blind. In front of that person, you put something and he doesn't see. It's not the thing's problem. The thing is already there. All you have to do is the eyes have to be fine. Similarly, the pramana vyapar, as they call, what do they call it? They call it pramana vyapar. The transaction of the pramana, the means, the mind, the pramata, the pramana, and the prameya must come in line with each other. Once that comes in line with each other, the Brahma Jnanam happens. Okay? The knowledge, the realization happens. Ideal Shravana Matrena Jnanam Bhavati. Just by listening. Because ignorance is there, the mind has seen the pramana, the means of knowledge, the guru giving the knowledge, your mind is ready, the ignorance thought is there, the knowledge thought arises, removes the thought of ignorance, and realization happens. Full stop. Matter is over. Full stop. Okay. Now, this is ideal. That is why in one of these places it is said that what did the guru do? The guru just did Jnana Mudra. Maunam Vyakhya. He just did this Jnana Mudra. Shishyastu Chinna Samshayaha. The Shishya did Namaskar, got up and went away. So someone told the guru what happened. He's saying he got realization, so he went away. He said, but what did you do? You didn't open your mouth. He's saying, I didn't need to open my mouth. He just realized that what? You are not the gross body, the subtle body, and the causal body. The ego is not to be identified with these three. The ego is to be identified with the supreme truth. You are that Satchidananda, Purna Brahma. This realization happened, finish. Khel, khatam. The whole thing is over. वो घर गया. उनको नमस्कार किया उनको और वो घर गया अपना. Now I wish that it was so nice and all of us, dramatically we'll go to our guru, do namaskar, guru did this, we went off. It would be so wonderful. However, we all know that's difficult for us. By Janma Janmantara Sanskara, this ego has been identified with all these three bodies for so long, in such a way. Whatever is told, it says nothing doing. You can say what you want, but I am this body, full stop. You can say what you want to say. Is it a fact or not? So therefore, since Shravana alone is not sufficient, at least from Shravanam, Tatparya Nirnaya should happen. What should happen? Tatparya Nirnaya. Tatparya Nirnaya means exactly what is Vedanta trying to tell. So the Vedanta is trying to tell us that you are not just this body, mind, intellect. You are not just even the ego that takes birth and death. Remember, we talked a lot about the ego, but you are that Satchidananda. Now, remember, the beginning also I said, at the end of this whole session, even if you think I am the ego, that's a great achievement. That is a better achievement than thinking you're only the body. If you think you are the trans-migrating ego, that is one big step forward from being only the body to being the what? Ego in the body. Have you all understood this point? I've been emphasizing again and again this thing. Even if you think that, that's one big achievement. So what are we doing now? We're talking about the Vedanta says you're not just the transmigrating ego. You're not the ego that takes Janma Maran again and again. You are the Sakshi of this ego. You're different from the ego. You're not a finite entity. You're Satchidananda. This is what Vedanta says. Now, if I have understood this and if I keep this also in my mind, it will be a very great achievement. Okay. Then you go to the next stage. Supposing, and that is called manana. Now, please understand, there's nothing new knowledge that is going to happen. Many times, people keep on talking this, and I just want to laugh and laugh. I have heard Chandogya Upanishad, but I have not heard Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Have you heard this one before? No, that Upanishad, no, I have not heard. So I want to hear that. Hare Rama. You're talking as though some new knowledge is going to be given in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Mandukya have listened, but Mundaka and everyone for God alone knows what reason. The minute word Mandukya comes, they get overexcited. And how your Brahma Sutra, supposing I'm going to say I'm doing Brahma Sutra, 5 times more people will come. Are Brahma Sutra, what is the point? No. That as though the knowledge given in Tattva Bodh is different from Brahma Sutra. As though in Brahma Sutra they are going to say you are not Satchidananda or you are something else, and in Tattva Bodh they are going to say exactly the same thing is given. There is absolutely no difference. Same Tattvamasi only is spoken about, and hey, but you should see how excited people get. Oh, I am doing Yoga Vashishta. I'm not saying these texts are not great. I am a total fan of all of them. There is no doubt. They are beautiful, great, excellent texts. They give us different aspects of this truth seen in different ways. That's true. But the study of this should not be for the sake of getting more and more notes, big fat notes, or to be able to, oh, nowadays is a pet thing. Everyone wants to start taking classes and having their own YouTube channels, and some 10 people are there. They think, oh my God, big achievement. Everyone's become a guru now. Everyone's becoming teacher now. Oh, you should see. And it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but I only have one objection. Are you studying for the sake of teaching, or are you studying for the sake of realization? There is a vast difference between the two. Please note. What? I know it. I have taught for years and years and years. So no one can say, I don't know what I'm talking. I know what I'm talking. I've taught for 35 years of my life. And I know the difference. So no one can say, no. Yeah, what does she know? I know better than anyone else what I'm speaking. So there is something called studying for the sake of teaching, and there's called studying for the sake of realization. So for all those who want to teach, fantastic, teach, by all means teach. But doesn't mean a thing. You could teach all your life. You cannot be one small little step closer to realization. Nayam Atma. What it is said? Bahudha Shrutena, by listening for a long time. Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyaha. This Atma is not available just by doing a lot of pravachan. So therefore, please don't think every time everyone does pravachan means, oh, they know what they are talking. No, they may be very, as I said, no, Shrotriya. They have listened, they understand the methodology, they are very good at teaching, they will explain to you all the intricacies of meditation. They may never have sat to meditate all their life, also possible, and they will tell you, they will guide you also, they will go make you go into meditation, possible. But it is absolutely possible also. So therefore, I always say, study for the sake of realization. Reflection is a very different thing. And Gurudev, I love Gurudev. He used to say it, he was like very, he's not, nice words and all that, nothing. He just said it the way he says, throw away your books and reflect. What? And what do? We gather all the possible books and read it all again and again, and we call that reflection. Meaning what? Now I'll give you an example. I do this often also, and I want you all to do. Are you all ready? You have to say yes, okay? Then only I can. Yes means you have to nod your head. Everyone ready? Yes, we are actually trying to start doing manana, because many times people say, we say manana means what? What do you mean by manana? I'll explain to you. Everyone, please see that your audios are on, videos are on also, because after that, what you are doing, and see that the light is on your face. Raghuji, you are in complete darkness. Like in this. So now, all of us together, right? Now, what does Vedanta tell you? Vedanta tells you, you are not the body, right? This is what Vedanta tells you. What does Vedanta tell you? You are not the body. When I say you are not the body, what are you supposed to understand? I am not the body. Okay? Now, for a change, now we have to do a reflection. Huh? You don't need any background. Okay, please. This is another thing very, very important. You don't have to study some fat book. The beauty of Vedanta is that the knowledge is directly experienced. You don't have to have anything else. It is like me seeing something in front of my eyes. I don't need anyone else to tell me that I'm seeing something in front of my eyes, right? It is directly experienced. That is why Vedanta is so great. You don't need confirmation anywhere. You can get the confirmation inside you, with you. Okay? Everyone all clear about this part, what I'm trying to tell you? Yeah? So, what does Vedanta say? Vedanta says, I am not the body. Right? This is what Vedanta says. This is Shravanam, knowledge from Shravanam. Okay. Now, what is your experience? You say, no, my experience, I am the body. Right? What does Vedanta say? Everyone, you have to be with me, huh? Then only I can help you with this manana. What does Vedanta say? I am not the body. This is Vedanta knowledge. And what does my experience say? I am the body. Now, ask yourself, really ask yourself, deep inside you, ask yourself this question. Have I experienced, your Vedanta is saying, I am not the body. I have never been the body. I cannot be the body. This is what they ascertain so clearly. And I'm saying, no, I am the body. I am fat. I am thin. I am tall. I am weak. I am strong. Whatever I say, none. Have I experienced I am the body? Supposing I experience I am the body, then this experience is negated because this is my experience. This can the book experience, however great it is, I don't care. This is my experience, right? Only if I am not the body is my experience, then I can say this is a wrong experience. Otherwise, only this will be true experience. Do you all agree with me? This has to become what? This, if it is my experience, then only is this not. Otherwise, this will only remain. Vedanta can say whatever it wants, but this is my experience. Now, I want all of you to see. Try to actually get this experience. I am the body. I don't want you to experience I am not the body, okay? I don't want you to experience I am not the body. I want you to experience I am the body. Now, what is the meaning of this? Let me explain this to you. Right? All of you have done in grammar in school, subject and object and predicate. You understand now? I see a cat. Cat is the object. I am the seer of the cat. Right? That's the thing. So there is an I and there is an object. Right? So object is experienced and I am the experience. Right? Now you have to experience I am body, not I am experiencing body. Have you all understood that? If you experience, I experience my body, I see my body, I feel my body, I touch my body, then what are you doing? You have made the body as an object. Now I want you to say I and the body as one. All of you have to do this experience, okay? All of you try. I and the body is one. Not I experience the body. I'm feeling the body, I'm touching the body, I'm feeling the pain, I'm feeling this. No. I and body. Then you cannot experience the body as something different from you. I want you to experience yourself as I and body as one. There is an I, there is no, you don't have to search for an I. You have to search for an I. You don't have to, luckily. There's an I with you. Right? So there's an I already there. Body is also there. Yes, there is a body also. So you don't have to search for a body. Yeah, from where will I get body? No, you don't need to search. Okay. See, this is the beauty of Vedanta. Everything that you need for your realization is with you. Can you write this statement, all of you? Everything that you need for your realization is with you. Everything that you need for moksha is with you. This sort of all this type of things are big, huge statements I'm making, not ordinary statements. It's depth and all you will understand sometime, I don't know, but I'm making you think. These are all statements you should keep with you. These are all statements we have to reflect. Now, what did I tell you? Let's get back to the task at hand. What is the task at hand? And I don't have to experience that I'm experiencing the body. I have to say, I am the body. Okay, everyone try that. That I and that body. The minute you feel the body, that means that's a different. That's not, that's the experience is not right. Then something is wrong with that experience. You said, now you only are saying, I am the body, I am the body. So now actually experience that I am the body. Just saying I am the body is not enough. Now you experience I am the body. Forget about what Vedanta says. I am the body. Try to experience that. I and the body. And then there is one. The minute you you can feel it, that means that the experience is wrong. Then you can touch it, then the experience is wrong. Then you can, whatever pain or whatever, anything that you are feeling, then that experience is wrong. You have to start thinking that I and that body. You already have an I with you, already there's a body. So now you start experiencing that I and the body are one. I want you to really be able to focus on this. You can close your eyes, because as long as your eyes are open, you'll see me. That's not useless. You don't have to hear me also now. When you do it, you realize that you have never, ever, 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 ever experience I am the body. Exactly what Vedanta said is your actual experience. What Vedanta has said, that you are not the body, you have experienced every second of your life. You have always experienced the body as different from you. You have never, ever, 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 ever experienced that you are the body. I don't even know whether you're understanding the importance of what I'm telling you. Can you imagine? Then this notion that I am the body, from where? Exactly that. It is a mere notion. What is it? It is not an actual experience. It is not an actual experience. It is a mere notion. It is not an actual experience. I don't know how to make you realize what I'm trying to tell you. The day you understand this, you will start dancing and singing, and then you will understand this is called Maya. I have never experienced something, and yet I have fooled myself into thinking that I am something based on mere notions which I cooked up. It is not my experience at any time. I feel pain in the body. So there's an I, and I'm feeling pain. I am different from that pain. I am not pain. And the very fact that I say I am that body is a notion. From where did it come out? So that is why they say it comes out of ignorance, and that is called Maya. So is Maya actually there? No. Is there actually an experience, I am the body? No. Is Maya actually there? No. And yet, oh my God, we will still celebrate a birthday tomorrow. Is it a fact or not? Please tell me. Tomorrow is my birthday. Tomorrow is my birthday. I always remember this most unbelievable experience with Pujya Gurudev. It happened to be his 70th birthday. He was in Bombay Ashram, and in the temple, the hall was completely full and overflowing and all. And then he said, this is the fifth time that my birthday is being celebrated this year. He was joking about it. And he says, look, from the last 35, 40 years, from every platform, I have been screaming on the top of my voice that I am not born. I am not born. And yet, you all have come to celebrate the birthday of the unborn Swami. This is called Maya. This is what he said. And he says, if I had told that today is a morning class, only half of you would have come. But birthday, you look at the... He says, this is Maya. Maya means what? Aghatita ghatna patiyasi sa Maya. That which is impossible to happen, वो possible करके दिखाता है. I am not the body is my experience, and yet I am the body is the notion with which I will live my life. That is called aghatita ghatna. That which has not even happened, it makes it happen. It makes it feel that it is there. I'm happy, I'm experiencing it. I'm actually going through it. Is it a fact or not? That's very interesting, the very thought of it. So now you are understanding what is called mananam, all of you, everyone. Now you understand what is called. See, what happens is, unfortunately, we keep on doing Shravanam, but no one teaches us how to do mananam. So what happens? We again say, when is your next class? So again, we sit down and all that. Oh, very nice, very nice. We feel so nice. Swamiji, you keep talking and I will keep listening. Yeah. That's what we do. Years and years and years and years. I always say we have all become Shravana Premis. And then one more extra class. And so many people say, during the pandemic, now it was so good. We were doing 5 classes every day. Ore Bhagavan. Oh Rama. If you had done only 1 class and the rest of the time you had sat to do your sadhana, you would have been a better off person. Yes or no? Please tell me. Are you with me? Hello. Oh, how we enjoy. And I'm telling you, teachers of Vedanta have sprung up by the second. Everyone is now becoming, I'm not objecting. I'm please saying 5 people, please teach. If you want to teach, whoever you want to teach, you can teach. But studying for the sake of teaching will not guarantee any closeness to realization. Doesn't mean manan at all. And that is why the next mantra of this also is going to say, Vacho Viklapanam Hitata. It is only a waste of your energy. Anudhyayan Bahun Shabdan. These are the words. Anudhyayan means when you study a lot of words. Anudhyayan Bahun Shabdan. You keep on studying, and this one more text, and one more text, and one more text, and one more text. What happens? Vacho Viklapanam Hitata. Vacho Viklapan. It's a waste of your speech and your energies. So therefore, see, I am not saying you should not do Shravana. My whole thing is, let's start doing Mananam. Are you all with me? I am not saying don't do Shravana. Even when I used to spend hours doing Mananam, I used to read. Take one sentence and I'll say, okay, till I realize what this sentence means, actually, I'm not going to move forward. Or something I may have read. I may have read a lot. I may have read something, and then one idea strikes. It stays with me, and then that is which I would take to my meditation room. I will sit on that one thing, and I'll say, okay, it is said over here that this is space is like that, or body is like that. Now I'm going to experience that, what they are saying over here, till I get that experience, till I don't accept this words. I will not understand what this, I will try to experience it myself. myself. I will try to experience it myself. Are you all understanding what I'm trying to tell you? Yes? This is what the scripture says at the end of Shravanam, I understand. This is my experience. When this becomes my experience, you have completed Mananam. Are you with me? And how will you do this? By reading more books, by taking down more notes, by one more Upanishad added to the whole thing. How do you do? Throw away your book, which is there in this mind. Now sit down. Okay, I want to experience this. I want to experience this. What exactly do they mean by this? They say Akasha is like that. Where is this Akasha? Where is this Akasha in my body? Where is this? They say space is like that, or time is like that. The problem, the gurus, we give answers very easily. I told you, what is the rahasya of time? Change is a rahasya. No. For me to come to this, the essence of time is change. You will say, what a big thing. Of course, time is change, a big thing. No. It took me so much of thinking to come to this essence of time is change. And you will say, what next time? What is essence of time? Change. Kata. Do you understand? For me to come to this thing, that essence of time is change, essence of all this is just change, and that what is exactly the concept of change? What exactly do you understand by change? It took me years of thinking. Are you understanding what I'm trying to tell you? And then what will you as say? I would say it so easily. Essence of time is change. You will write it down as a statement. Essence of time is change. Next time as essence of time is change. Finish. Everything became what? Didn't have that mananam behind it. Are you all understanding what I'm trying to tell you? So therefore, what is Shravanam? You understood? Then Manan. Then what is this Nididhyasanam? Nididhyasanam is to strengthen this knowledge that you are that infinite truth. Because the body and the ego has been so used to, see, the ego doesn't die for a jnani. Okay, it only gets negated. Okay, it doesn't die as such because the body is still there. He will eat, he will say, I'm eating, I'm sleeping, I'm talking, I'm walking. All that will be there. Is it true or not? So it's a badit, it's a negated. So to strengthen this, that no, I am not, the world is mithya and I am Satchidananda, this thought to strengthen is where the meditation happens. Okay, that is called Nididhyasan. But what do we want to do immediately? We want to sit down and straight meditate, isn't it? And we think in the name of so we think sitting down is called meditation. You teach us meditation. You teach us meditation. Everyone is fascinated by meditation. And supposing we say we are going to have a meditation retreat, intense meditation, like we had intense japa, intense meditation. Immediately, oh, I love meditation. Now, see, meditation is one of the most difficult things, yet at the same time the easiest. See, for a puja and all, we'll need so much samagri, everything, mantras, we must know this. For japa, we will need at least some, we have to say the name and all of that. Meditation, you don't need anything. It's just nothing. So, in terms of nothing, you already have everything you need. But when that mind is there, you know what will happen. So, there are more wrong notions of meditation than right notions of meditation. So what is this meditation? A little bit we will try to see in the next session that we have. Okay, everyone? Let us now do Purnamada. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.